Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is I, the the Duke of Danger, the Deacon of Destruction. Bright as fuck out there, and I don't give a fuck. I'm talking about the bringer of doom, gloom, and everything that goes boom. Down to my D, baby. Oh, my heart. My heart, because what should have been a very positive, promising video about Friday SmackDown Live, I have to actually mitigate that particular review for a second because, oh, by the way, this part of the new place, this is currently the bedroom. I need to get the fill the fuck up. We'll get to that eventually. But here's the thing. Honestly, the SmackDown Live show, the best show between Raw and SmackDown. It was better. NXT solid in ring, and I actually haven't gotten around to it, so I'm just gonna have to take that L on this one. I know I'm taking too many L's, but y'all just gotta give me a chance. It's just too much work. But anyway, actually, I watched a bit of the NXT show. Honestly, the NXT show was great, solid. Actually, both with in ring and intrigue, a bit more in terms of what I got with AEW, but at the end of the day, AEW was already coming off their first one. They have to get themselves established. They got to get everything right. NXT has had more than enough time to have it solid. So it's not even a question on what the in-ring product is going to be. We all know NXT. NXT is great, but the viewers kind of said otherwise. But if I was going to give it, it was a solid A. We'll leave it at that. I might come back around to, I don't know, I got to address this whole SmackDown thing because the SmackDown show was good. The new stage set, it is fucking amazing. Honestly, it's like a more modern take of one of their older sets when they used to have the tunnel to come out. Like, I think prior to the Fist. But yeah, when it first came out, it had like that big fucking art tunnel. That's kind of what it reminds me of, but it definitely comes off as being a big time show, big time fight field. The show was very sports oriented. Most of the matches were solid, at least the ones that I can recall watching, because I might have missed a couple. All I know is the Shane O'Mac and Kevin Owens match was actually great for what it was. It was solid. The opening women's match was solid. It was okay to see The Rock come back and basically Corbin is the new Billy Gunn because his whole King of the Ring win is invalidated. Now that you got your ass beat by The Rock and Becky Lynch. King Corbin is DOA now. It's dead. It's gone. Matt Taven, you solid. Keep it going, bro. All right then. There were a couple of things that were intriguing for possible developments. We have the whole situation between Braun Strowman and Tyson Fury. That could be interesting. Maybe we'll have another boxer ex-wrestler situation. Don't know how it's going to work, but it definitely fits with what Fox wants. Fox wants a big sports feel. And this came off as being a bit more sports oriented. The in-ring action was more interesting, in my opinion. But here's what they're doing, because they're basically pulling to the people who know professional sports individuals, but don't look at professional wrestling in the same light. So that's why when you have somebody like Tyson Fury in, it's a big deal, because Tyson Fury is one of the biggest names in boxing, and specifically in the UK, where boxing is thriving, succeeding far better than it has been in maybe the past decade in America. Keep in mind, Tyson Fury does have a big match coming up, the rematch with Deontay Wilder, come early next year. So this definitely is going to pull people to pay attention to the product. This leads to another situation with what I'm talking about. Let me go ahead and put it short. If I'm going to go ahead and grade SmackDown Live, A-, and I'll give you why it's a minus in a second, because the real problem with me for the entire night is the main event. Now, if you saw my other video, you know that I made a comment about how I felt that Rey Mysterio would possibly interfere in this match, basically to help secure the win for Kofi. It did not happen that way, because what we had was a fucking squash match on Kofi Kingston. Now then, I am upset for a couple of reasons. One, the biggest reason is because they have spent this time actually establishing Kofi as a credible champion. Somebody who doesn't take that shit and was willing to go up in there in that ring, that's fine. And if you want to try and make the argument that, oh well, you know, Kofi is a smaller guy who can't match with, you know, Brock Lesnar, I call bullshit. Kofi can go, and they could have had a match. Now, this could be because of Fox. Maybe this is what they're called, but because Fox more or less is running SmackDown with the money they put into it, yeah, they're taking over. And we all understood that Brock Lesnar was more than likely to win this match. I thought that Brock Lesnar would win this match. That's fine. It's the way it happened, because it wasn't a match. It was a 9-second fucking squash of Kofi Kingston, who has actually been building up. You know, between him dropping the complete, you know, nice guy, good guy image, and actually showing that he ain't afraid to throw some hands. Kofi done been in some fucking wars, cuz. Kofi can go. Like, and the biggest disrespect is that it wasn't even a 5-minute match. 5 minutes could have been okay. But 9 fucking seconds, my dude? 9 seconds. That's it. That's it. That is basically the culmination of building Kofi as a credible champion. Basically, when it came down to it for these past, what was it been? When was Mania? Was it April or May? So roughly 4 or 5-ish months, maybe even 4 or 5 months that we've had the champion of Seth Rollins and I believe Brock Lesnar. No, Seth Rollins and Kofi Kingston. Kingston has been the champion that I've been more interested in. I've been more interested in his matches and his feuds. And now you're telling me, because again, more intrigue and interest in what Kofi's been doing as opposed to what Seth's been doing. Seth, as a champion, is dull, boring, does not interest me. I don't even care about his feuds. The only thing I might slightly care about is this whole thing with him and The Fiend. But Kofi, I've been interested more in him as champion than Seth. Especially since he has the WWE Championship. Now, people want to say that the Universal Championship is the new main title for the brand. Bullshit. Bullshit. You know what I view the Universal title as? I view it as the Heavyweight Championship. Back when they still had the Heavyweight Championship. I view it as a secondary main title, but not the main title. The main title is the one reference to the company. This whole universe shit is nothing, especially for a very new belt. No. So, Kofi, who should have been the face of the company, but Roman Reigns, who they have actually put on, made defend, made decent storylines out of, even when it kind of could have been subpar, and remained interesting. Even when I wasn't watching the product, I would keep in tune with some of the goings on, and I've, again, stayed more interested in what Kofi was doing than what Seth was doing. And now, Brock Lesnar comes on, squashes Kofi in 9 fucking seconds. Basically, shitting on his reign, which is terrible. Undeserved. Shameful. And then just for the end, after he gets it, so they can pull out Cain Velasquez. Now, for people who might not know MMA, and I'm not an MMA specialist, I just know some shit. Cain Velasquez is the motherfucker that took Brock Lesnar's belt when he first got the belt. Was it his? I think he only had one real reign in the UFC. So yeah. Now I knew Cain was interested in wrestling. I knew about it from his time in AAA when he had the triple threat match with him, Psycho Clown, and Cody Rhodes. He's been talking about how he's been interested in wrestling, so he's been in talks with WWE and AEW. So I'm not surprised at him going to the WWE. I'm just surprised at the blatant disregard they had for Kofi Kingston as champion. This is make a mockery of this man's title reign, of him being the face of SmackDown, keeping SmackDown going, because Lord knows, for some weird ass reason, the quality of SmackDown dipped off, and things started getting a little bit better on Raw. Now I view that the flip now that Fox is taking over and they got control of SmackDown, but it's still a goddamn shame that, you know, everything Kofi has been building as far as his legacy as a champion, and I don't know if we'll even get another Kofi main event title reign. That's my problem. Kofi has still got some years in him, but will they really want to do it? Because I feel like we're about to start going back to the days whenever, you know, the bigger, muscular guys start running the thing. But here's my thing, because who is even going to come up after the Cain Velasquez situation? Now, could I see Velasquez beating Lesnar? I can see them going that route. Makes sense. The history's there. Do I see Brock taking that L? Yeah, I do, because he's getting paid good enough. So, what comes up after Brock? Because that's the thing that you need to remember. When it comes to Brock Lesnar, what comes on after Brock? Because we have another Seth Rollins situation in WWE, then their main show is basically going to be trash. Shite. Especially since, Finn Balor's happy ass is going to NXT. So NXT is about to become the real premier show. Just because of proper storytelling and great quality of matches, I see that happening. We all know what SmackDown's supposed to be, but it's not going to be with NXT on TV now. I don't know. It's a goddamn shame and it's a mockery. I wanted to do a review, but I can't. I cannot properly review it with the bullshit. That basically took away any interest that I had in SmackDown. I mean, I'm going to have to watch it now to see what comes up, and hopefully my next video should be actual review video, but I'm just so irritated and pissed about this. No. It's fucked up. They really fucked over Kofi. They fucked over Kofi. Now, a lot of people will say, no, well, Kofi had the title. He had an extended reign. He was, okay, champion, but what? Brock Lesnar's a better champion? Brock Lesnar gets you enthralled in. Basically, we try to argue who's going to take out Brock, and Brock's already taken out the better part of the big names. What, we're going to have Roman Reigns beat him again? Okay. Or we're going to have Cain Velasquez do it, because now we got to get Cain Velasquez established. Now, WWE doesn't like to talk about other promotions, much less AAA. Now, if this is CMLL, that's different because I believe that Vince is currently in partnership with the CMLL brand, but Cain Velasquez was in AAA. So, will they even mention his matches or match? I'm not quite sure about it. That he had in AAA on TV. Are they going to mention that he partnered with Psycho Clown and Cody Rhodes? Doubt it. I don't. Of course, they're going to bring up his UFC record. WWE and UFC is great, but here's the thing. Are we just going to be on a situation where we're just going to let MMA guys who have this MMA or main big fighting background just come out and take over top slots against top talents? Because, like I said, we're gonna have something with Tyson Fury and Braun Strowman more than likely. So does this mean that Cain Velasquez is going to get a WWE Championship match? Well, may or may not be. Probably won't be his first match. He'll probably get him a slow build, kind of like they did Ronda. But what's the end goal? How's this gonna go? Why couldn't this be Rey Mysterio? Like, Rey Mysterio has gone against big guys. He used to be the giant killer back in the day. Or was it Giant Slayer? Either way, Rey can do the damn thing. But my thing is, why are they just using this to bring Cain Velasquez in when they could have done this later on? I don't know. I'm irritated. I'm pissed off, and that's my only takes about it. Fuck SmackDown. Fuck it. That's it. I don't got nothing else to say. That's it. We will be going back to having some type of regular review. I'll pick this up with Monday Night Raw. I don't even know if I'm gonna have to watch Hell in a Cell code. So I guess when I find the time to watch Hell in a Cell, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do Raw. I'm gonna do AEW. So here's how I'm gonna do this. Tuesday, I'm gonna try and drop 2 videos. I'm gonna try and do my Hell in a Cell review, and I'm gonna do my Raw review. Wednesday night, I'm gonna do my AEW review, and then Thursday I'm gonna go ahead and try and drop the NXT review. Saturday I may do SmackDown. I'll probably do SmackDown, so we'll do it like that. That's gonna be my target goal. I'm gonna try and hit half of that, but that's how I'm gonna do. The only ones that might not happen might be Hell in a Cell, just because I'm not even sure if I even want to watch it right now. And trust me, I'm not that big just because we got the Fiend. Like, I like the Fiend, but nah, don't expect it. We'll see what the fuck happens. Whatever. Just know I got some videos coming up for the next week. Talk to y'all later. Peace.